Hey everyone, today we finally got the announcement that Godfall Ultimate Edition is coming to Xbox consoles and Steam in just a few weeks. I really thought this would have happened a bit sooner, but it is finally available on all platforms outside of the Switch. Not only that, but a new free patch will be launching alongside it called the Exalted update. I actually have a few videos I'm working on right now. I'm going to be taking a look at the new World War Z patch, and we'll be doing a review of Assassin's Creed Valhalla Dawn of Ragnarok. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more gaming reviews and discussions. With that said, let's get into it. So firstly, both the Exalted update and the Ultimate Edition will launch on the same day, April 7th, and that update will be free for all platforms. Apparently, the Ultimate Edition on Steam and Xbox will include all DLC at $40, which seems to be pretty reasonable. I thought we would have seen a release after 1 year passed, but it is nice to finally see Godfall having launched on all major platforms, excluding the Switch. I know we have seen some Impossible ports before, but I'd be shocked if they could get it running on it. Although, they could have done a cloud version, I suppose, as it does require an online connection anyways, but I'm not sure if that would really be the best experience for most people. I always thought Godfall would make an excellent Game Pass game, but as of time of writing, it does not seem like that will be the case. I wouldn't be surprised in 6 months to a year to see it on Game Pass though, and if this does happen, hopefully it'll be the full game, and we will not repeat what happened when it was the PlayStation Plus monthly game. So that brings us to the Exalted update, which does seem to be a fairly large patch. Although, like with the Lightbringer update, the details for some of the newly added content is pretty vague. I actually had to go to a few different places to get all the details, so I'm hoping I didn't miss out on anything. But basically, there's going to be quality of life features, new modes, and new customization options added in. The quality of life features will be additional streamlining to inventory management and Knockdown 2.0, a new recovery skill that will allow players to quickly get up and continue fighting after being knocked down. No details beyond that were given, but I'm personally very excited for the inventory management update. It's almost to the point where it's anxiety-inducing to manage my inventory, so I'll be very glad to be able to sort through it all faster, hopefully, anyways. They said there's also going to be some other gameplay updates like a new revive system, but I can't find any real details on those updates, so hopefully we'll get more info on them soon. There's 2 content updates, that being Exalted Tower of Trials and a new mode Spirit Realms. Exalted Tower of Trials presumably will be the most difficult content, as enemies will go up to level 150 in it, and players will have to fight multiple bosses at the same time. This is something I'm curious to try out, and I imagine this will be where we will grind for some of the best gear in the game. The Spirit mode, however, seems much more exciting, as this will be a mode that has 6 players group up to take on challenges. There's no info beyond that, but this is something I think is a great addition to the game. It's not quite the raid mode I wanted, but 6-player group content should be more than enough. The big new customization feature will come in the form of Valor Plate shards, which they have already announced in a blog post last month. However, today they put out another blog going over how the shards will work in greater detail, although they did make a clear point to say that everything is still subject to change. Players will be able to unlock 4 unique shards per Valor Plate, and each shard will contain a power or skill that will change the combat experience. In the new post, they said that we'll be able to mix and match 2 shards to create godlike synergies. You'll also be able to power up Valor Plates through those shards and then upgrade those shards as well. Once you obtain 4 shards for a Valor Plate, it'll become an Ascendant Valor Plate and unlock a second passive ability, and then once all shards have been upgraded 5 times, the plate will become an Exalted Valor Plate and unlock a third passive ability. How they will be attained will be revealed in the next blog post, which I imagine will come out soon as the patch comes out in just a few weeks. The shard abilities seem like a great idea, and there's some really interesting ones like the Beetle technique for the Aegisorn plate that will allow you to parry enemy red attacks. I'll link the blog post in the description box down below so people will be able to look over all the abilities. Like I said, they do seem very interesting, and there's a lot of them I just want to read off all of them. But as you can see, there's going to be some really interesting combinations that we'll be able to do. So that's everything we know so far about the Exalted update, and it's looking like it's going to continue to improve the game. I'll be checking out the new modes when the patch comes out, and I'll do an impressions video for it as well. There's still a few more things I'd like to see added to the game, like another expansion, but there were 2 key things missing. One being more matchmaking options. I'm going to have to assume that there will be matchmaking for Spirit Realms, but they did not explicitly state that. The other being crossplay, and I'm pretty shocked that they didn't announce that alongside this patch. Of course, players on PlayStation 4 and 5 can already group together, but I don't see why all platforms shouldn't be able to play together as it is. And this might be the final big update for the game, as this does seem to include a lot of what was hinted at in the roadmap. Maybe if sales are very high, they will consider another expansion, although I'm starting to think that we probably will not get one, as much as I would like to see another one added into the game. I'm sure there'll be minor updates still for bug fixes and things like that, but anyways, let me know in the comments down below if this update will be enough for you to jump back in the game, or have you been playing this whole time and this is something that will just make you enjoy the game more. And also let me know if you're buying the game for the first time since it's launching on Xbox and Steam. And people who like doing theory crafting are going to probably love this patch, as there's going to be so much of that to do to make the best builds with all the new combinations that can be done with Valor Plate shards. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.